Hi everybody, Katie Lance here from Katie Lance Consulting, and I'm excited today to do a quick video for the Toledo Board of Realtors all about honing your social media strategy. So, if you're like most agents, you are on a number of different social media platforms. You might be on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, and it can be a little confusing about really what to focus on with your social media strategy. So what I want to share with you is my content grid. A content grid is a little bit like an editorial calendar that will really help to really lay the framework for your social media strategy. So I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down here to the bottom of this content grid so you can see what it looks like. And before I jump into it, I just want to share this thought. Without a content strategy, you're just throwing something against your social media walls and hoping that it works, right? You're hoping that it sticks. And as I always like to say, stop the random acts of social media. If you're tweeting, tweet that. Stop the random acts of social media. It's really all about being intentional and having a specific plan. So this is a content grid right here. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing actually 32 content ideas of what to post to your social media channels. And the way that this works, this is actually a simple spreadsheet that I created. And there's 4 buckets of content. So there's local real estate, national real estate, local and community, and then personal interests. And then within each one of these are various ideas of things that you could post to your social media channels. So, when I get the opportunity to travel and I speak at a lot of conferences, the agents that are really maximizing social media, one of the biggest things that they're doing is they're using a calendar just like this. And once or twice a week, they're opening this up. Sometimes they're going a little bit old school. They might be printing it out, putting it right by their computer. And then when they go in to look at their content for the week, when they want to figure out, okay, what am I going to talk about this week on social media? They look at this to get ideas of what to talk about on social media. So maybe Monday, you're going to talk about a favorite feature of a new listing. Maybe Tuesday is a quick post where you talk about the home prices between one neighborhood and another area. Maybe Wednesday is a post about the local school holiday calendar coming up. Maybe Thursday is a post about your local sports team. And so by looking at this will really allow you to create content and to really have a solid social media strategy across multiple platforms. Now, a lot of people will use this specifically for Facebook, but this is good not just for Facebook, but also for LinkedIn, for Twitter, as well as multiple social media networks. Now, one thing to keep in mind as well is that with social media, you can actually use different tools for scheduling. So for example, many people might use Hootsuite to schedule out posts. Some people might use Sprout Social. Both of those are fantastic tools. But either way, when you're scheduling content, you really want to make sure that you don't just schedule content. You really want to make sure that you go in, you respond quickly to comments, and of course, really respond quickly to messages. Now, a few must-haves. What should you have on your own content grid? So when you're creating your own content grid, you want to have things like, what's your brokerage like? What's your company like? What does it feel like to work at your company? What does it feel like to be a part of your team? You want to have a few go-to sources. So if you're a real estate brokerage, you want to have some sources that you're going to look at week in and week out to really have some helpful articles. Things like Inman News, Riz Media, Realtor Magazine, the Wall Street Journal. All kinds of great content that you can then post links out to your social media channels. In terms of best practices, your content can be things like links to articles. It could be videos. Content could be questions. It could be holiday greetings, seasonal reminders, and apps as well. There's some great apps out there that will help you create content. Photography. Some of you are walking around. You've got some. All of us, just about all of us, have great cameras. We've got iPhones. We have Android devices. So why not create photos? Photos of your community, photos of your clients. That's great pieces of content. So lots of different things to think about in terms of content organization. Now, to get your copy of this, I have a free download of this. If you go to my website, go to katielance.com, go ahead and put your name and email in right here, and you'll get a free copy of that email to you. And if you're really on the beginning stages of thinking about your social media strategy, or maybe you've been on Facebook a while and you're thinking, okay, well now what? How do I take my social media presence to the next level? I encourage you to sign up for my email list. I send out weekly tips. I've got a great weekly newsletter, and you'll get a free copy of that content grid. So for more information, please visit me. I'm at katielance.com. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.